Yes, finally, the internet is working in the barn. This has been a long time coming. And you know what? Since the internet is working, let's do a hash rate giveaway of this 12 by 488 gigabyte card. I don't care how much power it uses. I don't care what algorithm you guys want. Hey guys, RedPandaMining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. I am now setting up the internet in the barn. We're gonna see if I can successfully bring the internet or the network over from here to the barn over 150 feet. So I am gonna achieve that with one of these Ubiquiti GigaBeam bridges. Okay, this is actually something I got a while ago from Yankee. Thank you, Yankee. So I am finally setting it up after about a couple years now, and I just got in the Ubiquiti PoE adapters. I needed this because this runs on 24 volt, about 0.5 amps, so about 11 watts to 12 watts usage on one of these GigaBeam Ubiquiti bridges. So it's a couple-year-old model, and so back then I believe the issue was why I couldn't use my HP PoE switch. This has PoE, but these Ubiquiti GigaBeams were not able to be powered on this HP switch because I believe the voltage is different. I believe it's 48. Don't quote me on that, but that's why we had an issue of trying to set it up in the first place, but the PoE would not work on here. So now that I have the PoE injectors, okay, I bought these off Amazon, it's now powered on now. Okay, I'll show you guys the light right there. Okay, so I have not set it up yet. I did do a factory reset on both of these, so there is a reset button there. I had to get a paper clip to reset both. So now I'm at the point of trying to just connect to it by IP and see if these will work as if I were to set it up, you know, if I were to have this whole setup in the barn. Okay, so I'm gonna have another 24 port network switch in the barn, this one here, along with the Ubiquiti bridge. So this will hopefully bring the network over to this part, okay, from this one here. That's gonna be connected to my main network on this side of where, you know, all my GPUs are. And DHCP is coming through this Linksys router that I have. Okay, so I'm hoping that this will distribute or route the IP addresses over through that Ubiquiti bridge to the barn. Okay, so let's get this set up, and before we do that, thank you for today's video sponsor. ASICplug.com, your premier source for top-tier crypto mining equipment. US owned and operated, based in Lockhart, Texas. They provide the latest ASIC miners directly from the top manufacturers today. With years of enterprise-level experience, their US-based team ensures you get high-quality, reliable hardware at the best possible prices. Their mission? To empower you in the exciting world of cryptocurrency mining and to provide you with stateside service of peace of mind. Visit ASICplug.com today and start mining with confidence. Okay, so I am now setting up the Ubiquiti GigaBeam. I'm actually setting up this one here. All right, so this one I'm gonna try just as a, oh, I almost dropped it, just to test out the network connectivity from here to there. So I'm just simulating a small setup just locally here so that before I set it up in the barn, I want to make sure that I can hook it up and get internet access from this isolated setup here, all right, to bring the network traffic here. So I am in Canada, all right, and English, and we're going to accept here. Okay, let's just, okay, I need to choose the username, all that stuff. Oh, okay, I just created the username and password. All right, the GigaBeam is now up. Now it looks like I probably need to do a firmware update on this thing. It hasn't been touched for like a couple years, so I'm expecting this to, yeah, I'm expecting this to need to be updated. Yes, there is a firmware update, so let me do it on this one first. All right, so I got the latest firmware now. Okay, so I got to figure out how to connect, I guess, this GigaBeam, this one here, which is on the main network here, to that GigaBeam there. All right, so, which is on, and I've already factory reset it. So, to my recollection, it's been a while in my past networking days that if I just hit this master mode, assuming that it's gonna pick up the other one. So let's just go to save changes. So I'm putting it on master, okay, and so now we're gonna see if I'm pointing to it as best as I can. It's probably not the best. I'm gonna point it this way. Okay, and they're kind of talking to each other. I'll point this down a little bit more. Okay, all right, so let's see here. It's still applying changes. I want to do this in real time. Okay, there we go. All right, so did it connect? We got 1 gigabit here. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's connecting. 1 gigabit, 1.37 gigabit capacity. Oh, of course, because it's so close. All right, but that's a good sign. I think it's connected here. Let's go back to dashboard. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks good. Looks to be good. I think we are definitely connected now. Remote IP. So I want to connect to that. But you know what? What I'm gonna try to do now is to see if I can bring my laptop here, plug into here, and see if I get network. Let me try that. Let me bring my laptop here. Actually, before I do that, I was able to connect to the remote IP address that was on the dashboard. So now I'm just gonna update the firmware on this other one here. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Then it's actually doing it over the bridge. I'm updating this firmware over the signal that it's signaling on right now, over the bridge. So that's pretty cool. All right, so it should be done. And it says I need to update. So I just downloaded it. Let's go ahead and update. Okay, now it's initializing firmware. All right, ready for this, and then we'll try the laptop. All right, the second one is firmware updated, so we're good there. All right, now I'm gonna bring this laptop over here. We're gonna wire in directly into the network switch here, just to see if I can get network now from over the bridge to the other access point, essentially. So I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi, and all right, lost connection. So I need to get a Ethernet cable. I'm gonna plug this guy just into the switch now, into the laptop. Jack is not working. There we go. Oh, it wasn't in all the way. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go to youtube.com, and yeah, oh, try searching something. Trending. Let's go trending, and let's go trending, and yes, looks like we got network. Okay, it works. I am so happy right now. Okay, we can get internet now in the barn. All right, so the next step now, I'm gonna turn this all off, and I'm gonna bring this over to, I guess this side is gonna go all into the barn. I'm gonna then screw this on the outside of the barn, which is gonna be point to point to that. And that's gonna go roughly in the corner of this house here, and it's gonna be facing about 150, 160 feet that way. And so then, yeah, hopefully I can get network on. Then I'm gonna bring an Ethernet cable, go into there. And of course, I gotta plug in the PoE injector as well. I gotta be mindful because this does need power as well. But yeah, these cables are not that long. So I need to have long Ethernet cables to, yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. So, all right, let me set this up. I'll meet you guys in the barn. Okay, I am in the barn. And so if you guys just saw, I had the Ubiquity bridge just sitting out there on the deck there outside. I will screw it up higher when I actually see if this is working or not, this far and this distance. So just first things first, I have the injector here. I just want to explain this. Now, this is not like a how-to video, but in case anyone's wondering, like, this is how the Ubiquity injector works, this 24-volt one, which I think a lot of their new devices now work with PoE, like HP switches or PoE AT or PoE AF. Anyways, this PoE port goes into the Ubiquity bridge, and then this LAN port goes into the switch, okay, which I have brought the HP 24-port switch here, and it goes into the first port here. Now I have my laptop, okay, plugged in right here, and you guys can see we have a good link. Look at that. Success. So if I go to, let's see here, if I go to YouTube, all right, and let's just try to browse here. Look how fast that feels. That feels pretty good. All right, if I try to like scrub, like try to play video, it plays it pretty fast. So look at that, guys. Look at that. Internet over like 150 to 200 feet here. Yes, finally, the internet is working in the barn. This has been a long time coming. I have been waiting for this. Now I can plug in a bunch of mining rigs, which I want to see if I can power this on, because I do have two 240 volt 30 amp circuits here. I have two PDUs here already. Let me try that. But yeah, let me show you guys the other side. Okay, so this black cable is the Ubiquity bridge on this side. So I just have the cable right now just sitting over here on the floor, going to the PoE injectors, right? So that's the LAN side. Then the PoE side, I have a really long, like 100-foot cable that is going up to here, okay? Going out there, and then going out through pretty much the side of that exhaust fan. Okay, and then the corner of the house, I haven't hooked it up yet. Right now it's just sitting on like a brush right now because I'm just testing to make sure it works. Then I'm gonna make like a platform. I think I'm like another foot inwards, like it is under an underhang right now, and make it go out like another foot so that I have hopefully good connection. But yeah, that's how I have the bridge all hooked up now. Okay, let me go back to the barn. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Super happy that we got internet in the barn. Finally, it says good link. That is a good sign. I love that. Okay, you know what? Let's test it out. I want to plug this baby in. This is one of the PCSP OctoMiner server case setups with the 12 470 8GB cards. And you know what? Since the internet is working, let's do a hash rate giveaway of this 12 by 480 8GB card. I don't care how much power it uses. I don't care what algorithm you guys want. Comment down below your thoughts on today's video and what coin you want to mine on here, and I'll choose the winner 24 hours after this video is uploaded, and I will pin your comment. Then you'll have to email me if you were chosen for this 24-hour hash rate of this OctoMiner X12 with 470 8GB cards. Okay, I moved it over here. Look at that, so beautiful. Can't wait to have 10 OctoMiners across. It's gonna be so nice. Okay, so now I need to plug in the internet, and I just realized I will probably have to re-image this SSD to my Hive OS, but I will do that after. I'm just gonna turn this thing on and we'll call it a video. I'm gonna plug it in the network here. Okay, nice. Now, next, we're gonna plug in the power, which I have not plugged in these PDUs for a minute. So let me just see. I don't see a power light on here. Yeah, this PDU is not coming up. Okay, let me check. This PDU, is this one on? I don't think so. Yeah, there's no power. There's no power LED showing up on this one. Okay, so let me make sure these are plugged in. Okay, I see a wire here. And okay, this end is just not plugged in. All right, so okay, I have to replace both these meter boxes. They're just, feels like they're broken. I know this one, the screen's broken, but it still gets power. So let me just try this one here. Okay, that's in. Okay, now make sure the breaker's on, which they're on already. Okay, so let's go back to the PDU. see which PDU is plugged in. Now, I don't know if it's this one. Nope, it's got to be this one. All right. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we got a light. We got a light. Perfect. Okay. Now, I need one more C13 cable, and these are not long enough. Okay, that is better. 3 semi-new C13 to C14 cables. Okay, so let me go ahead now. Let's plug in the power and see this thing roar. Oh, it's turning on. Alright, one more. Oh, such a beautiful sound. Such a beautiful sound. Okay, looks like all 3 are on. Alright. Yes. Alright, looks like it is on. We got an IP of 10.96.33.146. Now, that's not right. That seems to be someone else's subnet. That's not my subnet. Okay, flashing HiveOS on the SSD. Yeah, we're gonna get this mined. I wanna show you guys. I wanna see if there's actually mines or not, these 12x470s. I'm very curious. Okay, I made a new HiveOS farm just for the barn. RedPandaMining barn farm. So, gonna take out the SSD now. I have flashed it with the new HiveOS image. Now, gonna plug her in and make sure this thing actually boots from the barn. Okay, so that's in now. I'm gonna plug that in like that. All right, let's turn her back on. See if she gets an IP. And just to show you guys here, I was just curious of the latency to the router, right? To that Linksys router I showed in the beginning of the video. So it's normally 1 millisecond, right? Normally 1 millisecond if I was local, to the network without the Ubiquiti bridge, right? But I'm hitting sometimes, I just saw 1 millisecond. It varies, right? Depends on, I guess, if it's gonna rain or something like that, but sometimes, yeah, I was just looking here, sometimes it's like 2 milliseconds, 3 milliseconds, but it seems to be fine, right? But there is, I'm gonna say, depending on the weather, how it's mounted, right now that's not mounted, so once I mount it, hopefully it should be stable. But I just realized it does say needs improvement now, so yeah, I'm gonna have to mount it soon, but otherwise it says I'm at 808 Mbps, which is honestly good enough for mining, honestly. Okay, yeah, so we got a 192 IP address. That is my subnet for this barn area, or for my network. And if I refresh here, yes, I see the Octominer 01 and looks like 12.470s. Yes, look at that. Oh, wait, 580s. Wait, 580s? Oh. Wait, are some of these 580s? Even better. But then why does it say 470, 480 here? Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna do just an update of this rig and see if it changes, because that's weird. I'm not complaining. If these are 580 Sapphires, maybe they're flashed. Maybe they're BIOS flashed with a different BIOS. Maybe that's it. Okay, so just updated everything, and thankfully the Octominer, I can do auto fan. This thing is whisper quiet now. Like, the fans are, actually if I scroll down, the fans are barely running. But looking at this, yeah, some of them say 470, 480, which is weird. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, let me apply my Ravencoin flight sheet. And let's see if this thing mines successfully. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'll be able to tell the power right here. So let's see. I'm gonna refresh. Probably still building the DAG. Let me see if my 22-inch or 24-inch exhaust fan works. Nope, there's no battery. I need to change the battery on this. Alright, so eventually, once I get 10 Octominers up here and going, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, is this gonna mine or what? I didn't put any overclocks, nothing. I just want to see this mine full bore on Ravencoin. AMD driver unknown. That's why it's not mining. I'm using Gminer. I'm gonna try Team Red Miner, but yeah, that driver thing could be an issue. Okay, it's mining. I'm using Team Red Miner. Took a bit. I feel like the SSD needs to be replaced. I do have a bunch of new SSDs here, which I probably will change because these ones are just terrible. But anyways, it's mining Kapow at full bore, I think, on these 470 or 580s. I'm getting a mix of, a lot of them are hitting up 80 degrees Celsius already. Yeah, because these are passive 570s or 470s. And there's no fans on them. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, look at the power consumption on like the 470/480 ones. No settings, they're already at like 9.1 mega hash on Ravencoin, right? 104 watts. And then the ones that have the 580 BIOS, I think, 580 Sapphire, which are most of them, they are overheating and they take in more than probably 100 full bore stock power consumption. 11, yeah, and so the whole rig is taking almost 2,000 watts. We are pretty much maxed out on the power supplies right now. Okay, so that's not good. That's definitely not good. But anyways, guys, that's it. This video is probably long enough. Got it mining anyway. Yeah, a lot of heat is coming out of this thing. Definitely a lot of heat, which is pretty good. All right, so success. What a successful day. Oh, got internet in the barn. Tested out the first X12 Ultra with those 470s from PC SP, and it's working good, guys. I am happy about this. Internet is now in the barn and this is good. I am now ready to set up Octominers. I can set up all 10 here. Oh, a lot to do, a lot of stuff to do. I really got to clean up as well. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget, comment down below your thoughts of today's video, as well as what coin would you mine on those 470s. All right, comment down below. I'll choose a winner in 24 hours. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.